Welcome everybody, I am Big Pom 897 and we are playing a game today that I've been waiting for some time since I've found out about it. That is the Stanley Parable. This is a mod for Half-Life 2 even though we don't have it. I've never played it, so I'm ashamed to say that, but the game just looked amazing. I mean, I've watched little clips of it, little demos, and it just looked great. It's got good reviews, and I was planning to buy it for my desktop when I got it. However, since it's my birthday, Jack has kindly offered to get me this as an early birthday present on my Steam, so I can get it on mine if I don't finish it. But still, it's a great game, and look at that weird thing there. I just thought I'd point that out, but it says load game because we just had a little test of it to see if it was working and working and stuff, and it's not. It's good. So we've not got very far into it. Basically, we just checked around his office. So that's basically it. So I don't know a lot about it. So I don't know. I know it's a narrative-driven game. I know that the narrator's a big part of it. Like, and you'll be arguing with him a lot because of the fact that he'll be telling.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, you might want to do stuff, but here we go.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Don't tell him this, but he has been made for the game.
Stanley was happy.
Good for Stanley. Little Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Woo, woo, woo. Sorry, that made you a bit funny. I just want to point out, I'm wearing headphones like this because it is loud. We've got to change the volume setting, so I'll just sort my headphones out now. I'll just have them like that a bit. There you go, so I can hear them a little bit. I can hear them just enough. So anyway, anything to see in his office? No. I hate Mondays. I thought Stanley loved his job. How odd. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room. Good idea, Stanley. Good on you. Oh, another I hate Mondays. Must be a trend of some kind.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, this guy's not got a I hate Mondays mug. He's got a who farted mug. Oh, I've got a funny joke about mugs. Are you ready for this? You're so stupid that when you got a cup thrown at you, you reported it as a mugging. I'm too good. Too good. I bet you laughed. Don't lie. I bet you laughed.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh, shut up, narrator. I'll do what I want. Screw you. I'm just trying to find a way to get to the meeting room. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe employee 45's in his office. Yeah, that could help the storyline. Yeah, narrator. Oh, another I hate Mondays mug. A lot of people hate Mondays, don't they? In fact, Monday's my best day of the week so far this year. See, I hate Mondays. Oh, bye-bye computer. Well, someone's obviously been here if the computers are turned on, haven't they? So, see, there's one there as well. Look. I hate Mondays, you can tell it from a mile away. So, 416, 415. Maybe this one's open. No, okay. Oh.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, do that. Door on the left, says the narrator. But Shelley Gregory says door on the right. No, I'll be nice to the narrator just this once, I'll go left. See, I listen to you, I cooperate. Justice, treat me nicely. I'll cooperate. See? See? I cooperate very nicely. if you just treat me as a good person. Oh, it's the meeting room. I'm there.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Oh.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Right here. Meeting room. Oh, well. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Wipe off, wipe off, wipe off. No, okay then. Wipe off, wipe off, wipe off. Papers are too synergized. Fire the paper guy. Whoa. Okay then. Oh, that's a Pablo. I'm sure that's like... Oh, everyone's unique. Most of all, you, Stanley. Well, no one's here. Oh, look, they all have I Hate Mondays mugs. Yay! Everyone hates Mondays. Okay, let's do it. Room closet. And it's open. What the hell? How did that happen? Oh, okay. You pushed me out the way.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Oh no, there might be something in here. Narrator, you might be wrong, as per usual. Because no one was in the meeting room, were they?
There was nothing here.
Yeah.
No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Yes, we know
No
that.
reason to still be here.
Shush. Okay? I'll choose where I want to go. Okay? If I want to go in the broom closet and feel things, I'll go to the broom
Coming
closet.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I walked upstairs to my boss's office, did I? Well, I went to the broom closet and you shouted at me, so I'm going to go down this time. Ha! Screw you. Downstairs. You never know, he might have gone fixing the boiler. Ooh, red light, red light, red light. It's a bit dark in here, isn't it? Just leave.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Yeah, that's true.
And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Yeah, see?
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Oh.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense.
That guy's rubbish.
And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did
Whoa.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went?
Oh, yeah?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Yeah, I'm not crazy.
And he thought to himself,
One, two,
I
three,
suppose
four.
I'll wake up
Not
soon.
three.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
It's good
I
now.
may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
What the hell?
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Well, that's not right, that.
Now the voice was describing itself
Whoa.
being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange.
Is it-
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he
No,
thought.
no, 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 no,
And
no,
while
no,
he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Can't do this.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal.
You are normal, Stanley.
Everything will be fine.
Believe.
I am okay.
See? Oh God. Oh no.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley.
Oh my gosh.
I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
No,
I must
Stanley,
be.
no.
Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Stanley, no!
And everything went black.
Oh, okay. Yep, Stanley's dead.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh my God, that was unbelievable. Oh my God, he thought he'd gone crazy. He thought that he'd gone mental. It was all a dream. And he was floating, and then he heard the narration in his head and he said it's not a dream. Then he pretended it was, then he started screaming and killed and got over and died. Oh my God. Stanley, oh what a game that was. That was one ending. Oh my God, well that was unbelievable. I'll probably do another ending. But that was unbelievable. I didn't expect that at all. That was just happened quick like that, like a flash. You barely got a word in, but the narrator said it all for you. Anyway, this has been Big Comment 97. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe and comment, and make sure to tune in next time. Goodbye.